North Korea began 2012 under new leadership following the death of Kim Jong-il in December of 2011.
His son Kim Jong-Un took over as leader, and in April, North Korea allowed foreign journalists into the country for its massive celebration of the 100-year anniversary of its founding under Kim Il-sung.
VOA Korean service reporter Sungwon Baik was one of those journalists who went to Pyongyang in April, and as he told us, he had rare access to ordinary North Koreans. Let's look at that report from May.
I am firmly resolved to swear my loyalty to our Supreme Commander, Kim Jong-Un, throughout my entire life.
What about those interviews that you took? They're pretty fascinating interviews. How controlled were the interviews?
I was relatively freely approached to the people.
It is not only soldiers who pledge allegiance to the young leader. Ordinary citizens laud him as a confident leader.
I was really surprised when I first saw him. Before, I could only see him on TV or newspaper. I was totally overwhelmed with joy, and I was so relieved to have him as a leader.
I was one of the very few foreign journalists who spoke their language, Korean language, of course. So I was more kind of being paid attention by the officials there. So whenever I wanted to or try to talk to people, not only my minder, but also other minders were accompanied by.
The hailed, but ultimately failed missile launch, which North Korea hoped would be a show of mighty military force, opened up a few cracks for outsiders to peer into the inner workings of North Korean society.
The specific question was, how do they think about their missile launching? But the very young lady started talking about this is not a missile but a satellite, and it is a peaceful purpose, which sounded a bit unnatural, and more importantly, she constantly kept peeking into her note.
This young lady struggled to follow instructions when asked about the controversial launch.
So are you aware of criticism that the launch is a cover for a test of long-range missile technology?
Yes, I heard so, but it's wrong.
How did you learn about the criticism?
Well, our satellite is not a long-range missile. It's a peaceful satellite observing the Earth.
The interesting thing is that if they say ordinary citizen or the officials, their answer was extremely the same.
I heard a couple of people say that they're pretty optimistic about the future in terms of economic development. In the past, we have a record that the past leaderships couldn't pull it off. So why do the people still have the sense that the economic condition of North Korea will get better?
Many North Koreans believe it is Kim Jong-un who makes it possible for North Korea to achieve prosperity in economy, military prowess, and the advancement of science and technology. One even told VOA that apple trees bear fruit thanks to the exceptional leadership of Kim Jong-un.
Who in the leadership would look after this little farm? Kim Jong-un is such an exceptional leader who takes care of his people.
What was that about? Was that a depiction of the overall economy of North Korea, that now we have a new leadership so the apple trees will start bearing fruit? Or was that just her particular example?
That apple tree comment was not just metaphor. It was kind of symbolic reaction of North Korean people. They especially put an emphasis on the on-site guidance of the leaders. That means that the leaders visit the specific farms or factories or any production the facilities. They believe that all the problems would be solved. That's their mindset. At least they say that it is.
Okay. Well, great job. Love the story. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck to your future projects.